conglomerates. Please join me in welcoming Mr. S.N. Subrahmanyam, Chairman and Managing Director of Larsen Toubro, to deliver our first keynote on leveraging AI in financial services in India. Come on, give it up! Swasti.
I just wanted to be clear about her name, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not going to get a big applause after what I talked, so I needed her to be back here so that you give the applause. Hi, good morning to all of you, and lovely to be here again. Frankly, I'm not the expert to talk on this topic, but Sudipta decided that he needed my support for all the money that he's going to spend on this. And therefore, I'm the ideal speaker, because when you speak, you commit, and then you're held to that, right? Okay. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I don't think you would have called me, but anyway, take the opportunity to be here. So, Mr. Peter Norvig, Director of Engineering and Education, Google Stanford. Vishal, my good old friend from, I don't know, his company has got 5 followed by hundreds of zeros, the NVIDIA. And of course, my college mate, Mr. Bhunesh Kumar from Unique Identification Authority of India. Lovely to have all of you, and of course, I cannot forget Shankar Raman and Sudipta, Hemant, and other senior people who are here. I'll try to put some thoughts that I have over some period of time gathered on AI. Since this is not a topic that naturally flows to my head, I try to read it from a piece of paper, so take that in a proper spirit. I think as a nation, we are at a very unique inflection point with over 1 billion internet subscribers and a booming fintech ecosystem of which predominantly uses AI, and including a retail boom, which has to use AI as a catalyst for transformation. That L&T Finance under Sudipta's leadership has taken this as a key way to transform L&T Finance from what was a predominantly wholesale finance company to now a absolutely retail finance company. I think it's the right way to go, and he has the full backing of me and I guess the board for pushing this agenda to wherever it needs to go from a transformative point of view, from a future point of view, from a survival point of view. The agentic AI era is a paradigm shift, right? Many of us talk about it, but we have still not understood the implications of it. I was on the west coast of US recently, and I had the privilege of meeting all the top hyperscaler leaders, including Vishal's boss, Mr. Jensen Huang, and including OpenAI. And what is happening there is the language you don't understand. They're talking about a different language. To give a simple example, when I was in OpenAI, we did talk about building data centers, and I was very proudly mentioning L&T has forayed into data centers when you have about 30-odd megawatts in place right now, and we have some GPUs and others there. The OpenAI guys started laughing. SNS, can you build a 1 gigawatt data center? And I need 5 1 gigawatt data centers, 5 gigawatt. I mentally calculated, so assuming 5 gigawatt is 5,000 megawatt into 45, 50 odd crores, when we calculate the number that is flowing. I said, he's asking my entire balance sheet to be put on data centers right now. And he said, that is not enough. We need more of it. And as much as I know, he has gone and committed more than $1.7 trillion into making data centers, because of ChatGPT and other versions of it have to get into more propensity. That's the kind of processing data that you would require, and that's mind-boggling. The agentic AI bots can operate automatically, handle unstructured data, and execute end-to-end processes, translating into faster product development, and lower implementation, and very tailored business solutions. There are more than 160 use cases announced by the world's 50 largest banks. One US bank saw a 30% improvement in credit turnaround using AI agents. I think we see some similar examples in L&T Finance. In India, a leading digital collection platform is using a Gen AI tool to monitor 100% of its collections. A Gen AI related patents now make up 60% of all AI patents, And large corporations are making significant investments in AI, which all of you are about. Amazon itself has forecast more than 100 billion in capital expenditure for 2025, and most of it is dedicated towards AI. Big banks like JP Morgan Chase, Mr. Jamie Dimon was on TV, and he was talking about entire bank becoming a dark bank, and he was requesting the US government to retrain all his people into something else because of the advent of AI, and that's the kind of talk that is going on. In India, we had a fantastically proactive government policy on this, which is a push for AI infrastructure. We have the vision of India AI mission approved by the cabinet, making AI in India and making AI work for India. It's allocated more than 10,300 crores for AI investments. We have the centers of excellence in healthcare, agriculture, sustainable cities, and now education. We have an AI competency framework for government officials, the India AI Startups Global Acceleration Program, the Sarvam AI, building India's sovereign LLM ecosystem, the Bhashini, breaking language barriers with support for 20 Indian languages and 350 AI models, and Bharat Gen AI, India's first multilingual, multimodal, government-funded AI model. I would say this is not a policy anymore, it's more a momentum that is going on. On India's financial sector, the Reserve Bank of India has released a free AI framework, a blueprint for responsible and ethical AI adoption in finance. And over 80% of financial institutions have embedded AI in some form or the other. The key areas of use include fraud detection, credit underwriting, customer service, and risk management. Of course, NBFCs follow the banks, and we're also more or less doing that. So if I will get angry if I say follow the banks, I would say banks are following your NBFC right now. There's also a precision over heft. The precision is a new competitive advantage. It's not necessarily size anymore, it's being correct, it's being precision. AI holds significant promise for banking. There are still early days of agentic and Gen AI, imperative to use surgical precision to identify where these technologies can truly generate earnings impact. Most companies are still in the exploration and experimentation stage. We have seen that in L&T Finance also, but I think this will pick up momentum. In 2024, the global banking sector generated net income of about 1.2 trillion, more than any other industry. Yet the banking industry is not valued like the hyperscalers. But with AI being introduced, I think banks will also be called hyperscalers, and maybe they do banking, and that is bound to happen. The investors think banks' record financial results have been propped up temporarily by the high interest rates and a peak in wealth cycle, but this is bound to change into more competition as we move forward. Deploying precision, and let me explain what I mean by that. The technology development is focused on high-impact AI applications like zero-touch operations, real-time risk monitoring, agent-first customer service. New consumers personalize at individual levels and farm existing consumer much more than what we are doing right now. And capital efficiencies use AI to review capital allocation granularly and predict future needs of customers. The glimpses of the next wave, the payment networks are deploying agentic commerce. AI agents that shop autonomously using customers' prompts and complete transactions on their behalf. Example, a user's AI agent with pre-authorized credential plans a dinner party. It compares prices, selects groceries, and pays all autonomously via the pay agent. We could not think about it a few days back. In India, mobile payments and mobile-first banking are enabling rapid financial inclusion at scale. Another aspect of technological evolution in financial services is the rise of stable coins, digital currencies pegged to stable assets such as the US dollar, if I may say so, enabling around-the-clock, near-instant, transparent global transfers at very low transaction costs. The lesson is to deploy capital with precision, doubling down where the financial institution has an edge. In this new era, precision isn't just a strategy, it's a path to profitable growth. AI is a bridge between scale and precision banking and personalization. Leadership won't be about size, it will be about focus and profitability. And let AI and human expertise will work together, learning, improving, and growing side by side. The banks also need to adapt to the new customer. The new consumer is no more loyal. He is less loyal and more willing to switch. If somebody offers a better service, you're switched. Digital fast expecting seamless mobile integrated experiences, hyper-personalized demanding services tailored to very unique needs. In India, the shift is even more pronounced. The Gen Z, as we call it, and the millennials are driving a massive wealth transfer, and they expect the banks to keep up to it, not just with digital, but with intelligent AI-powered engagement. 50% of Gen AI users say AI features will influence the decision to switch banks. Mobile banking usage in India has surged, but branches remain vital for complex transactions, and customers appreciate having someone to talk to during transactions that are complicated, unpredictable, or emotionally charged. Some strategies for success. We are to win the consumer mindshare. I think our L&T Finance is doing it. We see it plastered all around the city. Embrace mobile as an orchestrator, making mobile the central channel, seamlessly connected to branches, contact centers, and such. Embed AI into customer journeys. Use AI to deliver hyper-personalized experience with strong privacy and security. At L&T Finance, delighted to see how teams integrate voice AI into all our call centers, and the Planet app enabling customers to interact in natural conversational ways, whether it's for sales, servicing, cajoling, or collections. It's exactly the kind of forward-looking innovation that makes technology all-inclusive. Some of the initiatives of L&T Finance, the Project Cyclops, which is essentially an underwriting tool, was launched at RAISE last year. And today it has become a good underwriting platform, especially for L&T Finance, and hope something like that for the industry. Other initiatives include the Nostradamus, which is essentially a portfolio monitoring platform, which uses agentic AI underwriting co-pilots and measures for enhancing data governance. Other initiatives include Planet app by L&T Finance was recently bestowed with the Best Digital Experience in Finance Award. Thank you, I didn't have to call her. And transformed how customers experience financial services. This achievement reflected our continued focus on innovations, scalability, and customer delight. Concluding thoughts, if I may, AI, in my view, is just not a tool. It's the new infrastructure of competitive advantage. As India stands at the intersection of digital age and intelligent innovation, the future will belong not to those who adopt AI broadly, but to those who deploy it brilliantly. Precision is no longer optional, I think it's existential for all finance companies. A decade ago, India's financial revolution was about access, bringing millions into the digital fold. The next revolution is about understanding, using AI to make every interaction more personal, more local, and more human. This intelligent inclusion, where technology doesn't reach people, it understands them, is going to be the way of life. When our voice AI, which has been deployed in L&T Finance, speaks to a farmer in Marathi about loan options, or helps a customer in Tamil navigate repayment seamlessly, it's just not automation, it is inclusion powered by intelligence. India led the world in financial inclusion. We gave people access to the system. The next chapter is financial understanding, where every individual is seen, heard, and served in the way that's right for them. When a customer in a village can talk to the bank in their native language of Bhojpuri and get advice tailored to their life, it's just not technology. That's dignity powered by intelligence. I think that's what this RAISE conference is all about. I'm sure what L&T Finance has started as an initiative by bringing all brilliant people across the globe into this little conference that we are able to afford and manage raises the bar for what AI can do, will do, and maybe what we never know will be able to be done. I think it's a great forum for all of you to come together, for people like me to participate, though we are on the other side of life, and to understand this new next-gen revolution that is beyond us, that is taking place, to be a little part of it, and to make it a part of our existing life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having given me this opportunity to stand in front of you and talk. And let me call Swati so that I get a better address. Swati! I don't know, she's not coming. She wants me to get all the applause. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you.